hope you're safe. Nowhere.
More levels, more devils. Diesel. Airing out the stage like a Neville, brother.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks up against the Portland Trail Blazers at Moda Center. For Portland, over the first half of the season, we've gotten a good sense of what this team is capable of. When they're on, which they have been consistently, they are an excellent unit. And with a few moments here, we've seen a lot of coaching turnover. When you played, Shaq, what did you like in a coach, and what set the good ones apart?
Well, my coach had to be a triple OC. He had to be over calm, over cool, over collective. Especially with all the media whirlwind in LA, Phil Jackson is that guy. He kept things cool and collected in the locker room. He was a triple OC.
Triple OC, almost like a triple OG. But I'll tell you, great coaches have great relationships with their players. And those relationships go far beyond basketball. Most great coaches would talk to you 20% basketball, 80% life.
Triple OC, 80-20. Good stuff. Good stuff. Happy to be here with you two guys. It's very deep. Kevin Harlan, take it away.
Thanks, homie.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. For the Portland Trail Blazers, they won their last contest, that game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. And they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
And we've seen Dallas just be fantastic since the start of the new millennium. Year in and year out, they seem to always win 50 games. Hit that mark again last season.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for the Mavericks, Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Darren Williams out there with Matthews. And it's Pachulia in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Well, last season they won 50, Greg, as you just said. That marked Clark the 12th time it happened since 2000.
Well, clearly this franchise has been committed to winning. I mean, you hear that from a lot of franchises, but they often aren't willing to take the risk that the Mavericks take. The Mavs do a good job of putting their money where their mouth is. Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Parsons dishes to Pachulia. Makes it off the glass. Portland with the ball. 4-point game. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, a moment ago, Terry Stotts and I were able to chat. Coach told me that he knows they have a tough assignment in Dirk Nowitzki. We talked about what makes Dirk so difficult to defend against, and he pointed to Dirk's ability to hit jumpers when he is seemingly completely off balance, saying it'll look like he's falling over, then he just turns and flips the ball in. I know I've seen Dirk do that on more than one occasion, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Portland?
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
For Dallas, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. It's Matthews on the wing. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Matthews has got his second basket of the night.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Lillard attacking, and that one's good.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And the basket by Nowitzki.
I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home.
I tell you what, he's lucky on that one that he got away with maybe not picking up a tee.
Lillard against Nowitzki. Leonard. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Corner shot. Aminu grabs the miss. Trailblazers leading by 4. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Aminu. Leonard's got his second basket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
The Trailblazers have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Offensive rebound, Plumlee. Good work defensively by Nowitzki.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well. Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Now here's Lillard. What a tremendous game he played against the Clippers.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. And Chandler Parsons, changing teams last season, saw a little bit of a regression. Down in points, rebounds, and assists, but more troubling, down in field goal and free throw percentage. So you can tell that that transition to a new team, new system, new role definitely had an impact.
Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Lillard with no one around. Portland again missing.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Feeds it to Aminu. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
Puts up the baby hook and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on Al-Farouq Aminu.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
Good on the second free throw. Portland leading. And Lillard kicks to Leonard. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Leonard's got 6. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. It's Matthews on the wing. Lets it fly. And it's Portland with the rebound. Plumlee's got 5 rebounds tonight. And stolen by Darren Williams. Finished off the break. And it's 8 points for Wesley Matthews.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
To the left side wing. McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. 6 points for C.J. McCollum. Mavericks trail by 3. Plumlee with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Now here's Lillard. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game. Unloads from 13. McCollum, no good.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Over to the wing. The open shot. Lillard drops one in from the wing.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there. He is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the rim.
Wes Matthews, a hard-nosed player on the wing. Strong frame, and he really does put it to good use at both ends.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Borea's checked in. Trailblazers leading by 3. Out to the right wing. Here's Lillard. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field. Speaking of Matthews' strength, he really gets into you defensively.
Yeah, he wants to make you feel him. I mean, very physical. And offensively, he likes to post up and back down weaker, smaller defenders. I mean, you give him that mismatch, he will attack it with vigor.
Aminu misses. Mavericks trail by 5. Inside, here's Parsons, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
That's good from Nowitzki on the assist by Borea. 6 points for Nowitzki.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better. How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Dallas moving the ball around and out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Oh, from long range, we've got a set of point guards here that have been extremely hot. Those are their three-point percentages for the last 10 games. You look at Borea, he's absolutely deadly from outside.
I mean, his first job is to orchestrate for his teammates, but being as fantastic as he is at shooting the 3, he's never reluctant to take that shot if it's available.
And if I'm coaching him, I want him taking that shot. I mean, just look at the percentage. I mean, that earns you the green light for me on every possession. Boy, that was a violent throw down there.
You're telling me.
I mean, it's almost like he doesn't like the rim.
Portland leading by 4. The dish now to Plumlee. They get it back, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Trailblazers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Ed Davis is checked in for Leonard. Harkless comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And it's Alan Crabb in for McCollum.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Portland's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And he gets it to go.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Matthews with it. Guarded now by Harkless. Belton inside the three-point line. And the first shot of the night for him, no good.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Plumlee, no luck.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Seems every season, Clark, you hear the same thing. Portland Trailblazers had to deal with some tough injuries.
Kevin, it appears as though it might actually be a curse. I don't like to use that word, but the history of this team and injuries is as unique as any in the league. Last year, no different.
And that one's good. And the Trailblazers lead by 5. Inside, here's Powell. Power down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne. Lillard
attacking. Plumlee, the pass to Crabb. The shot is off. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
Well, you look at these teams, evenly matched, similar capabilities. That makes for exciting games. We'll see if that's the case tonight.
To the paint. Parsons with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 6 from the line. Here's Plumlee. It's rebounded by Dallas. Matthews has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Barea. That's good, and so Felton has the assist there. Felton has got 5 assists tonight.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play. And really just trying to take the wind out of their sails here, I think. You know, they're on the wrong end of a run and need to just kind of exhale.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to stop the bleeding. Things were starting to spiral completely out of control, and I think a timeout was a no-brainer there.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Henderson's checked in. 1:03 left in the first quarter. Grab dishes to Henderson. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Beautiful pick that time by Damian Lillard.
The Mavericks leading. Pass to Felton. The feed now to Powell. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
That's good.
Boy, they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Now here's Parsons. He's coming off a 28-point game against Sacramento.
And he also was a table setter in that game, Kevin. Just an amazing job with his passing. Just a joy to watch that. In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Powell, that's good.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Lillard outside. And it's slammed in by Davis.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime dropped right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel. I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Shoots off the screen, and there's Lillard on the assist by Mo Harkless. Now it's a 3-point Trailblazer lead. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Trailblazers out in front. They're up by 3. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And Dirk Nowitzki still remembers the Mavs 2011 championship. He said he'd love to get one more before it's all said and done.
I mean, that 11th season I'll never forget, but once you tasted the victory, you know, you see how great that felt and, you know, how happy the city was, and it was just one big party over the whole summer, so you want that again. You want to experience it again.
Once definitely not enough for Dirk. He's been to the mountaintop and he wants more. Another trip there would be terrific for him. He's been to the finals twice.
Yeah, and you heard him. It was like the whole city was having one big party all summer long because they were there. How could you not want to have that experience once again?
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
And, guys, I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways. And That's allowed them to widen that turnover margin.
They've got Al-Farouq Aminu. Davis is out there with Myers Leonard. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Henderson in at the shooting guard. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And one thing about Mario Chalmers last season, he really had to play a different role. And it took him some time, Greg, to get used to.
Yeah, anytime your team loses a superstar like LeBron James, other guys get asked to do a little bit more. Mario was asked to be more of an aggressive scorer, a role that isn't so easy to jump into after 6 years of being that fourth or fifth option in the offense.
Aminu, he made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
You know, going back to Mario Chalmers last year, guys, I mean, having to take on more of a scoring role was tough for him. His field goal percentage dropped 50 points from the season before. His three-point percentage dropped even more. His assist numbers were down. Well, I bet you part of that was the fact LeBron was no longer there.
Mavericks trail by 3. And Parsons kicks to Pachulia. Left side, Williams. From deep. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Trailblazers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And Leonard gets it to go.
And on the topic of Chalmers, you know, he's a complimentary player. He can D up, he can hit the open 3. He's been known to hit big shots, a solid finisher, and that is valuable. But when you ask him maybe to do a little too much, then you're not playing to his strengths.
And Zaza Pachulia, for my money, has been one of the toughest players in the league. He's got a boxer's mentality. Even his face looks a little bit like a boxer's. He doesn't have the quick twitch muscles of some guys, but his power and effort consistently stand out.
Talking about Zaza's toughness, it's one of the reasons he has such a high rebounds per minute average over his career. And defending on the blocks, he's almost unmovable.
He really, you know what, Coach Kidd loves Zaza. Even started him over John Henson by the end of the season. I mean, he's always willing to trade body blows down low and certainly wins his fair share of those battles.
Now here's McCollum. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
And that one's good by Davis.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Pachulia. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. McCollum with the ball. Williams picks him up. Here's Aminu. Rebound by Mario Chalmers. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And it's Williams. That time the assist from Parsons. Williams has got 5 now.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
The Mavericks have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. And the basket by Chalmers.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Leonard with a screen on Williams. McCollum passes to Henderson. And here's McCollum. 6 points for him. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to a point with the bucket from Leonard. 10 points for him.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Williams kicks to Pachulia. Parsons right side. And it's Dallas with another.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Now here's McCollum. He's guarded closely. And it's Davis finishing it off.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And then Henderson with the dunk. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Stolen by Henderson. And he slams it one-handed.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
And the basket by Chalmers.
Great unspoken communication between teammates leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Now, here's Aminu, covered by Parsons, and the basket by McCollum.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Now, here's Chalmers. He's coming off a 16-point game against Sacramento.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
And the basket by McCollum.
In an area where Dallas struggled last season was defending the three-pointer. A lot of their losses came against teams that just took them apart from beyond the arc.
They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah,
Greg, you like groove, don't you?
I do. Let's groove tonight, Kevin. As a matter of fact, let's just stay in the attack mode that we're seeing from these guys. They're getting whatever they want.
Here's Henderson after the made shot from Chandler Parsons. McCollum kicks to Leonard. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Davis. Reese Harkless comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Alan Crabb, he's checked in for Gerald Henderson. And Lillard subbed in for McCollum. And the Mavericks call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Mavericks trail by 6. Barea kicks to Powell. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Powell's got 13 points.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Crabb, happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
You know, they found the holes in the defense and really doing a great job of exploiting them. And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Mason Plumlee. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
And for the past few seasons, Portland's bench has really been their Achilles heel. I mean, last year they showed some improvement. The reserves play stole the game for them on more than one occasion, but still wouldn't be considered a strength.
And yes, sir, that one drops. Felton has got his second bucket of the game to go.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Passes it to Harkless. To the inside, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny, that's a facial.
And for Portland, the bench still wasn't leaned on heavily for minutes. Greg was just talking about that, but they were in the top 5, Clark, in scoring efficiency, and they shot 45% from the floor on the year.
And what was a weakness for them in 14 was a strength for them in 15. And actually, they were their best down the stretch of last season.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Felton. And there's Myers-Leonard on the assist by Lillard. And that's 15 points for Leonard.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Clearly, they've been outclassed in the paint, really at both ends of the floor. feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now, shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Plumlee, no luck.
And he's already patted himself on the back and forgot to put the ball there in the basket.
Lillard with the block. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Off the inbound pass.
And after that solid opening quarter, you can see now he is definitely starting to cool off.
Taken away by Felton. And Felton with a clear path to the hoop. And Matthews throws it down.
And they definitely have the edge in those fast break points.
Greg, they sure have. I mean, maybe it hasn't helped put them in front, but they're clearly better off playing up-tempo basketball.
Here's Lillard, following the score by Dallas. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Well, you know, the Mavs made the playoffs last season, but they really had a hard time against the rest of the Western Conference contenders, in part because they struggled defensively. Offensively, they were pretty good, but they didn't quite come up with enough stops when they needed them.
Dallas on defense. They trail by 3, and Harkless slams it in.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Boy, that's a really nice feed by J.J. Barea.
Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Greg, you talked about what the Mavs did, how they played against the West, 29-23 record against the rest of the conference.
Yeah, but Kevin, it's a little misleading, the win total. I mean, if you look at the Mavs against the teams that they compare themselves to, which are the playoff teams in the West, they were only 10-18 over the course of the season.
Good point. Portland with the ball, following the score by Dallas. Harkless kicks to Lillard. The pass to Harkless. To the paint. Here's Plumlee. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Plumlee's got 4 points now in the quarter. Mavericks trail by 5. Here's Felton. Great D that time from Leonard.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trail Blazers retain possession. Here's Leonard. He had 13 points in the win against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
Here's Crabbe. It's a 5-point game. 3 on the clock. High post try, but they get it back. Plumlee, and that one is stuffed right through.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. And that's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
They get the rebound. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. To the middle. Here's Lillard. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Well, the hustle and the effort, the persistence, all of that paying off in a big way. And that's something that makes a coach smile.
Now, here's Lillard to the middle. Got a piece of it. Shoots from the baseline. Tries again. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Trailblazers haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
2 shots. Well, Portland had another strong season against the rest of the West. Ended up with a record of 31-21 in the conference, and that was good enough to earn them the 4th spot in the West.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Matthews. And it's Williams in for Raymond Felton. Here's Lillard. Darren Williams picking up that last basket. Lillard attacking. And that's off the glass and in. Lillard's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there. Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch, just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
No good on that last second attempt there. And that does it for the first half of play. Trailblazers lead by 7. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Damian, a great first half for you. Plenty of intensity out there. For someone as friendly and charismatic off the court as you are, what gives you the ability to bring such intensity and competitiveness to your game the moment you step between the lines each night?
I think it's just the Oakland in me, really. I'm sure a lot of people know about the past, the Oakland point guards with Gary Payton, Brian Shaw, and Jason Kidd, and once you get on the court, it's time to compete. Off the court, I was raised to be a good person, high character person, but on the court, between those lines, everything is out the window. It's time to win.
Damian, thank you. Guys, anytime the glove comes up in conversation, we're happy about it.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, and it's the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Mason Plumlee has been all over the floor tonight. He had 18 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 steals. Shaq, how do you think the Trailblazers were playing?
Well, they've been playing with some toughness. And it's led to a nice lead for them, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers. And now they need to stay mean, Ernie. You cannot lose that edge in the second half.
Kenny, how do you think Dallas played?
Well, they're facing a very hot team in the first half. I mean, guys are shooting the ball lights out. But you have to do more to get stops. I mean, tough defense is the key. And if you put pressure on the ball and more bodying up down low, that's going to establish more aggressive tone that might shut them down in the second half.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started. Now back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We will see you later.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Mavericks trail by 7 on the floor for Dallas. Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Matthews out there with Williams, and it's Pachulia in at the 5. Here's Lillard following the score by Dallas. Shot's good.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
And Nowitzki with the stuff.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys.
Now here's Lillard out to the wing. Plumlee sets the pick for McCollum out left to the wing. And Plumlee kicks to McCollum. 5 on the clock. Connects from three-point range. McCollum's got 13.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Aminu dishes to Plumlee. Here's Lillard. And the shot falls short this time.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Darren Williams. Lillard, the pass to Aminu. Back to Lillard. Kicks to Leonard. The 17-footer. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Dallas calls timeout. Damian Lillard is a 2-time All-Star. He just keeps getting better and better, and I love his demeanor on the floor. He seems a lot older than he really is.
Yeah, he's got an old head, and he's got a very even-keeled disposition about him, which serves him well. He almost missed the All-Star game last season and was an injury replacement.
And for Lillard, that motivation. Remember, he got cut from Team USA a couple summers ago in favor of Derrick Rose and Kyrie Irving. And Lillard calls it wood on the fire. Those things keep him focused and also hungry.
Mavericks trail by 7.
And remember, Lillard, the former Rookie of the Year, he's had his snubs, but also he's gotten some recognition. Even playing in the Pacific Northwest, he's got his own signature shoe now, and his star definitely on the rise.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. And Matthews kicks to Pachulia. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 13. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Mavericks trail by 5. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Parsons on the wing. Can he keep it going? Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. 15 points for Chandler Parsons.
Boy, that shot from Chandler Parsons matches his GQ looks. Real nice.
And stolen by Williams. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Damian Lillard.
Talk about some great numbers for Parsons. He has 15 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
Davis is checked in for Portland. And Dallas with a change here, too. Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. The offensive rebound. Pass to Plumlee. He feeds it to McCollum. Portland no good that time either.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
What a great start to the second half. They still haven't missed a field goal.
Lillard with it. Williams picks him up. To the paint. It's deflected and stolen by Nowitzki. Here's Parsons, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
You know what? You're right. Neither side has been able to hang on to the lead for any kind of time at all.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
They retain possession. And now Williams running the floor all by himself.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now, here's Lillard. 14 points for him. He kicks it to Aminu. Here's Plumlee. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Dirk Nowitzki? 4th in field goal percentage. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And he's such an efficient scorer. I mean, he understands the offense. He moves well without the ball. I love what he does out there offensively.
Mavericks last season, Clark, were very tough down the stretch in games. Had a lot of players that shined all the time during crunch time.
Well, when you've got guys like Dirk and Monte that can create their own shot, it gives you a chance to win close games. It's a big reason they were 6-0 in overtime games, in my opinion.
Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Mason Plumlee. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Dishes it to McCollum. Back to Lillard. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And the Mavs won close ones, as you said, but they knew how to close games out in general. 36-2 last year when winning going into the fourth quarter.
Well, I tell you, that's what veteran teams do. I mean, they close out games. They know how to finish. The Mavs have the leadership and presence to not let any lead slip away by being inattentive to details.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Felton's checked in. Davis inside, covered by Parsons. And that one's good by Davis. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Portland.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 16. And now here comes Williams leading the break. That's good. 8 points for Raymond Felton.
3 straight hoops in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
Yeah, no excuse for giving up the easy, fast break baskets like they have. They've got to do a better job of engaging there.
To the inside, here's Chalmers. Good. And a nice assist from Felton. Felton has got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Portland trailing here. Here's Aminu. A three-pointer is right on target. Aminu's got 10 points.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
And stolen by Parsons. Down low, here's Williams. No luck. Great D that time from Davis.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean, deterred them from those plans.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg. Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out.
Now here's Felton. 8 points for him. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The Mavericks, number 1.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
Here's Nowitzki. 12 points for him. To the wing right side. Right side, Felton. And there's Dirk Nowitzki on the assist by Felton. Felton has got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Portland's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Crabs checked in for Portland. And then for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Felton. And Barea subbed in for Darren Williams. Now here's Henderson. He's got 8. Aminu dishes to McCollum. Portland no good that time either.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
On its way from Parsons for 2. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
McCollum kicks to Davis. Count that as his 7th field goal in 10 tries. He's shooting a very good 70%.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
And that one's good by Henderson.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
The Mavericks leading. And with Gerald Henderson Jr., what you see is what you get, a solid player, good athleticism, but he doesn't really specialize, Clark, in any one thing.
Well said, Kevin, right on the mark with that. He came into the league as a jack-of-all-trades kind of guy. Skills were somewhat unrefined, and that's sort of where he is today. He is who he is. Beautiful double clutch.
Great job to get the shot past the defender.
Chalmers has gotten most of his shots to fall. 6 makes in 9 tries. Henderson passes to McCollum. Inside, Davis, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Here's Parsons, and it's Dallas with another.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
McCollum dishes to Henderson. Inside, here's Davis. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. And Parsons kicks to Nowitzki. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
And so here's Portland. It's a 3-point game. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Feeds to McCollum. He dishes it to Crabbe. Shot clock at 6. Looking to end his cold spell, and the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 17 now.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Chalmers' shot is no good.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
And Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Here's Barea. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Powell, that's good. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
It's been a nice game for McCollum. He's got 17 points and a dozen assists.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Mavericks?
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Davis. Myers Leonard comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Maurice Harkless subbed in for Gerald Henderson. And for Portland, they're shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point. Harkless the pass to Leonard. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game, 10 for 13.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Chalmers' shot is no good. Portland leading. Crabbe dishes to McCollum. To the middle. Here's Leonard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Now here's McCollum. Following the miss by Wesley Matthews. Crabbe kicks to Leonard. Here's Harkless. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And it's 7 points here for Harkless.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
You know, whatever they chopped it up about during the break, it's worked. I mean, they've really been excellent in their execution since halftime.
Here's McCollum. After Wesley Matthews' score, 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. McCollum passes to Leonard. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Leonard's got 25 points in the game. Mavericks trail by 7. Barea with it. Wesley Matthews on the wing. Nowitzki left side. Leonard with the steal. Now McCollum. Here's Crabbe. Good D by Matthews. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Trailblazers out in front, leading by 7. And time for... The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Portland leading by 7. Myers Leonard is out there with Mo Harkless. Then it's Allen Crabbe. Then there's Plumlee. And it's Lillard in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from the wing. The dish to Harkless. For the 3. Crabbe, good. Crabbe's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Trailblazers.
And that's not the way for a team to get back into a game, giving up open shots like that.
It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Nowitzki.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No telling how much larger the lead would be if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, come on, this guy's kept them in it.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
Dallas calls timeout.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle said to his team. He was emphatic. We're not getting it done, fellas. We've simply got to step up, get engaged, and try to battle back. Guys, we'll see if the pep talk gets them going.
Thank you, Doris. To the left wing, here's Felton. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. 10 points for Raymond Felton. Trailblazers leading by 8. To the paint, here's Leonard, and he banks in the layup.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
Releases from 15. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got rebound number 15 here tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
There's a screen. Lillard attacking. Williams with the steal. And now the fast break. Matthews with the ball. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Raymond Felton.
Really a heads-up play on both ends there. The steal and the quick push on the break.
Rapid-fire basketball at its best. Boom, 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 bang.
Lillard and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And one thing about Damian Lillard, for as much as he handles the ball, for as much as he pushes the action, he doesn't turn the ball over. I mean, surprising for a young, aggressive point guard, but this guy plays wise beyond his years.
Davis is checked in for the Trailblazers. Aminu comes in for Maurice Harkless. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And Williams, here we go, and he gets it to go.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Lillard. Davis has got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers. And you know, Clark, another important point regarding Lillard, for as aggressive as he has been going to the basket, he's extremely durable. He's been terrific in terms of health.
He's been an every gamer throughout his young career. That is remarkable. Unusual in today's NBA for sure.
Williams kicks to Nowitzki. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Nowitzki's got 14 points now in the second half.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
To the middle, here's Davis. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. 24 points for Davis.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Nowitzki, no good. Trailblazers leading by 12. Crabbe kicks to Lillard. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Shoots the three. They get it back. Davis lays it up and banks it in. Davis has got 6 in the quarter.
They have got to box out better than that. That putback's just another example of what a difference there's been between these two teams.
Felton inside the three-point line. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Lillard from outside. Again, the miss by Lillard.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And he gets the bucket. 16 points for Raymond Felton.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Pass to Aminu. Lillard against Felton. Here's Crabbe. No good on the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Raymond Felton.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Off and in, that's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Lillard attacking, and he dunks it down.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
The feed to Davis. Over to the left wing. There's the pick, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Mavericks trail by 12. Felton inside the three-point line. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 5th rebound in this one. Out to the wing. Lillard attacking. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 24 points for Lillard.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
That's good. Aminu's got the lead up to 14 now for the Trailblazers.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
Felton goes in, and it's Portland with the rebound. And here's Portland. They're on a 10-2 run here. Lillard outside. Again, the miss by Lillard.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, and as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. McCollum's checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Wesley Matthews checked in for Felton. And Barea subbed in for Williams. And here are the Mavericks now. They trail by 14.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Portland's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the 4th quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Back to Lillard to the inside. It's deflected. And Leonard gets it to go.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You look at what Aminu has done so far. 12 points and 2 steals as well.
And his offense has matched the defensive effort today. He's been really just one of the best players on both ends.
I don't know if you can say enough about the job he's been doing in all aspects of the game. I mean, stuff in the stat sheet when you look at it. Well, I tell you what, Portland was fantastic from the line last season. How about this? Shot over 80% from the line as a team. That led the entire league in free throw shooting.
passes it to McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. 20 points for C.J. McCollum. Mavericks trail by 15. Nowitzki outside. Three-pointer. That's good.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
The Trailblazers shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Here's Davis, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
On its way from Parsons for two, and another basket for Dallas.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting.
Matthews, no good.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will. Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
They haven't had as much success in the paint here. Everything has been from the perimeter here in the second half. And that's not a winning strategy. They've got to get back to getting that ball inside.
Lillard from outside. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Parsons got his fourth rebound in this one. And Matthews kicks to Barea. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, I agree. Got to use some clock here.
Down low. And there's Myers Leonard on the assist by Lillard. And that's 31 points for Leonard.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Julia, good.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 10. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Davis sets a screen. Inside, here's Leonard. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. 33 points for Leonard.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off. Dirk Nowitzki, he can dish the rock too.
Portland leading by 9. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Matthews with the steal. A nice shot by Barea. Barea's got 4 this quarter.
And a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball, on the attack, full throttle. I love it.
.109 left to play here in the fourth. Leonard dishes to Lillard. Back to Leonard. Can't get it to go. Now Dallas takes it the other way.
Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
Not a friend anymore. They've got to work quickly from here.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
You know, they've been outstanding on the boards, and it's a big reason why they've got a lead. Doing the dirty work down low.
We call that a collabo because everybody's boxing out and making sure they secure the glass. Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge. Lillard has been playing really well. He's got 26 points and a crazy number of assists. He's gotten after it on the boards for them as well as in the transition game.
And I like the fact that one has really fed into the other.
Now the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. The teardrop falls in. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
Well, the comeback hopes are out the window now. I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, it's a done deal. It's wrap time for this group.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Aminu misses. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Nowitzki leading the charge.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Here's Roberts. And so it's Portland winning this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Gerald, this team seemed intent on winning and setting the pace of this game from early on. Was that a primary focus to dictate tempo?
I mean, that's a key for us to come out from the beginning. You know, we usually have pretty good first quarters. You know, our problem's been just sustaining it. So, you know, we did that tonight, and, you know, thankfully we won.
Congratulations, Gerald. Guys, over to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And Ernie Johnson is still in the building, folks, for the postgame show. Coming up next,
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard. He had a double-double and made a huge difference tonight. He never let up, and his performance really inspired the rest of his team.
What I like most about Lillard is that you never see him play out of control. He's got a poise that not very many guys have, point guard or otherwise. And there's no question about his scoring ability. Just look at what he did tonight.
He was an artist with the basketball tonight, guys. Just a ridiculous amount of assists for him in this game. The way he...
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.